There.
Oh my
Okay.
god, our sign is so cute. Okay.
Guys, this is our first episode of the
Woo!
Vinyl Verdict podcast.
Woo!
How we doing today?
I'm okay. I just had a
Giselle?
bite of my croissant.
I'm doing great. I'm a little nervous, but I think we'll be
Me
good.
too. I don't think I've ever seen myself on a live stream.
I know I haven't.
I'm trying to focus on my podcasting voice, but I'm nervous.
That's an ASMR voice.
Okay, sorry, jeez. Okay, so we have Shekina today, who is
Hello.
in jail.
I literally look like I'm in jail. I was
And
telling them. I'm in
She's
between
trapped
bars.
in between the bars.
In
Yeah.
between bars.
Look, you're kind of funny.
It
Anyways,
is. All right.
What did I do?
Shekina is a music industry student at USC,
Yeah.
along with us,
Ooh.
graduating this semester, hopefully.
I would hope so.
Me too. Yeah, so we're just gonna ask her quick questions about how it's like to be in the music industry program. You know, we're also, me and Giselle are also part of the music industry program, and we decided to start it off like this just because it feels natural.
Yeah. We gotta start at our roots.
And Shekina was the only one that's free, so just kidding, just kidding.
I'm
Just
very
kidding.
bored.
Speaking of being a student, how is this semester going for you guys?
Rough.
Real.
That's valid.
I think freshman me would have done fine, but like,
yeah.
I
Senior
got-
me is tired.
I know. I just
Very
want to go. I don't know where I want to go though.
But I want to go.
You know?
I felt that.
Where do you want to go?
Where do I want to go?
Mm.
Find a job?
Real.
Mm.
Okay, we have a bunch of questions for you. We're just gonna hop around. Why not?
Okay.
Just a little conversation.
Hit me with it.
So give us a quick rundown of who you are.
Okay,
Yeah, where'd you
guys.
come from?
Buckle. Oh, where I come
Yeah,
from?
where'd you
Buckle
come
up,
from?
y'all. Okay. So I come from a very, very small town in the middle of nowhere in Northern California. People are like, "Oh, Bay Area." No, not Bay Area. 3 hours north of the Bay Area.
Mm.
And they're like, "Oh yeah, I know, like Napa." I'm like, "No, it's not Napa. It's Boonville."
Boonville.
Yeah. And they're like,
Literally
"What?"
the boonies.
They're like, "What? Like, that's a joke, right?" I'm like, "No, look it up." And they look it up and they're like bamboozled. So yeah, I'm from a town called Boonville. Actually, you know, let me correct my friends. They're gonna correct me right now. I live in Philo.
Okay.
Look at her. She's like, "What's that?" So I live in Philo, which is like 5 minutes away from Boonville. Okay, but Philo is
that's
also
still-
a neighborhood, and people are like, "Oh, that's like Seattle versus Kirkland." I'm like, "No, Seattle and Kirkland are
The
like
only
I
one I
have-
recognize is
Yeah.
Seattle.
towns."
I thought Kirkland was a water bottle brand.
They also
Right?
make-
It is.
It's Costco's
Like,
brand.
Costco,
Yeah.
babes.
Yeah.
So they make
But I didn't know
wine
it was
as well.
city.
It's a city now. Yeah.
Oh.
Now?
Oh no, wait, no.
Then
Oh!
it's only a city for today for this podcast.
I agree.
Yeah. Anyways,
Boonville.
So yeah, Boonville, and I come from a family of farmers in the middle of nowhere. Everybody
Love that.
who's in
Agriculture.
Boonville is working in agriculture, pretty much.
What do you grow?
We grow fruits and veggies, and we have animals, lots of livestock.
Oh my
Like
gosh.
cows,
Cows.
goats,
Oh.
chickens,
I want to own livestock.
like
I love
you
that.
name it. And the thing is,
I have a fear that they're gonna chase me.
oh yeah, I
Oh, they
was
will,
chased by
for
a
sure.
goose and bit when I was 6. I still
They're
remember it.
mean. So that tracks. They're
Yeah.
very mean.
No.
Geese and swan.
Yeah.
Swans.
Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked.
It's okay.
That's what
okay.
this is about.
What do geese have to do in the music industry? eyes out.
Where are the farms?
No, literally.
Where's the cows?
Where's the cows?
That's so silly.
Like, I used to go to sleep hearing frogs at night.
Oh, that sounds gorgeous, actually.
Hearing frogs and
Oh,
running
man.
water at night. And
Now,
now I
running
go
water.
to
I
sleep.
might piss myself.
That's real.
No, I used to go to sleep hearing frogs and running water by the creek at night. And now I go to sleep hearing fire trucks
and
police
helicopters.
sirens and helicopters. Huh?
Wow.
And I wake up and I say hi to my homeless friend by the street.
At least you say hi.
Yeah, at least
A lot of
You know,
people
some of them are
ignore
nice to me.
most of them are. What'd you do?
I've had some very interesting experiences here.
Not in
at
Boonville.
USC.
So I've got a question for you.
Yeah.
What specifically drew you to the music industry program? Like,
Oh,
did
man.
you know about it ahead of time,
Oh,
or
you
like
could
what
have
was the
done
journey?
pop.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah. Literally nobody knew USC existed in my town. Except for, like, teachers.
But you're in California.
Right.
Exactly, but you're in California. But I'm telling you, when it's middle of nowhere and they're little cowboys, they don't know.
Okay.
A lot of my peers didn't know what USC was, unless, like, you're really, like, focused on, like, sports, like
I was
football
gonna
and
say
stuff
they
like
had
that.
to know about football.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you knew of that, but nobody really knew much about it. And I didn't either that much until my sophomore year of high school. And my sister sent me like an article or something about USC music industry program. And I was like, whoa, this is cool. Or like just the music school in general, Thornton. And I'm like, whoa, this is cool. So I did a bunch of research. I watched a bunch of YouTube videos throughout my whole since sophomore year about USC.
Mhm.
I watched, applicant advice, YouTube videos about USC, all of that. And here I am. So
I love that.
yeah.
Did you?
And I think it drew my attention because I researched all the faculty and I researched
Okay.
who they worked with because like
Nice.
USC definitely brags about
Yes.
who their faculty
High-power
works
names,
with,
for
and
sure.
I'm like, whoa, this is cool. Like this isn't some 50-year-old professor that tried to make it in the music industry and failed.
He is the music
He
industry.
is the
He
music
is the
industry, or she.
True.
Period.
Yeah, period, guys. Come
Yes.
on.
You're so
Final
right.
verdict.
Yeah.
Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm
We're
sorry.
gonna talk about that later.
Okay.
But yeah.
So we were talking about this off live. But how do you manage being an artist and a student at the same time?
Well, fun fact. I'm not an artist anymore.
Let's go.
I mean, like, I make music for fun, but I never even put out music to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be famous. Like, I'm gonna win a Grammy.
Mhm.
Oh. So, yeah, and people ask me, like, why did you stop? Or why are you stopping making music? I don't have the drive. I don't have the drive to be an artist. A lot of people, especially those who are in the music industry, think, oh, like, all you do is just make songs. Like, how hard can it be? There's
really
a lot
hard.
of pressure when it comes to being an artist, and that takes a toll on your mental health. And I already know how I'm doing mentally, and I'm just not going to do it. I can't handle it.
Plus, there's no money.
And there's
Oh,
no
yeah.
money. I mean, no hate to independent artists who are successful. But
it's
guys, you
hard.
earn 0.003 cents per stream.
On Spotify.
Where's my gapple? Order in the court. Like, right.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Let me not
It's
get
not.
heated right now.
No, it's A-okay. Get heated. This is the podcast for it.
Mm.
So a little back to your USC journey. How has being in the music industry program shaped your understanding of the industry as a whole and like how it works?
Okay.
Or
So-
just in LA.
Yeah.
If
Or in
Okay,
LA.
it's
guys.
easier.
So this is a lot. All right. Bear with me. I got good parts and I got bad parts.
Okay,
I'm going to start with the bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll start
give
with
it to
that.
us.
Let's start with the bad. I always
Rip the
love
Band-Aid
starting
off.
with bad. So we can end with good, right?
Yeah.
People gatekeep here.
Yeah.
You're so true. Mhm.
People gatekeep here. They don't want to work with you. They think you're below them.
True.
Sorry, I'm like screaming and she's
You're
like turning
okay.
it down.
I'm levels girl. I'm doing my job. You just keep talking. I got
People
you.
gatekeep here. I could name drop, but for the sake of this podcast and
Please
for our
don't.
capstone project, I'm not gonna name drop.
Not the professors though. Professors are very sweet.
here. Yeah.
No. Professors are awesome. I'm
Yeah.
talking about
Girl, I thought she was about to
students.
say. Mm-mm.
I'd be like, stop the podcast.
We can't
Like,
let
take the mic away.
Take the
we
mic
can't
away.
let Mike Garcia hear.
Anyways, people gatekeep here, and I'm talking about students. Students who do have connections. As soon as they get a connection with Warner or with some other big record label,
Yeah,
they literally think they're a god.
true.
You're not a god though.
Mm-mm.
You just know people.
But we're all
But
here.
do they know you?
I know you.
Oh, I know you. But
I know you too.
But like, so yeah, people gatekeep here, and there's definitely, and I've been talking about with other friends in entertainment at the school. So the cinematic arts school,
Mhm.
like, there's definitely classism here.
I agree.
Yeah.
Some sort of hierarchy.
I agree.
You're not like Queen of freaking Elizabeth.
You mean the Queen of England?
Yeah.
Rest in peace.
R.I.P.
I'm just saying.
Bro, you know what would make this podcast better?
Yeah.
If we had a soundboard.
I know.
Oh,
I
that'd
see
be so
there's
cool.
patches for it. I want to learn how to
Literally.
download things in.
Soundboards kind of scare me.
I was literally going to say, I was going to say like a boom.
Oh,
What?
yeah. Sorry.
So, okay, wait. We're classism?
Classism definitely exists here.
Mm.
Whether you are music industry
Mhm.
or film industry. My roommate is an acting major, and she says that everybody else, like who are film majors, they act above her. But it's like, you still need her. You still need us
Right.
to do your work.
Right.
So I don't get it. Anyways, yeah, people gatekeep, and there's a lot of, oh yeah, I'll refer you, and you never hear back.
That's why I gotta be annoying.
Yeah.
That's how I
No,
got Gishelle.
bro.
Yeah.
It's like,
It's
hey.
a lot of that.
Let's be friends.
And it's so weird because I'll talk to other music industry professionals and other students who graduated years ago, and they're like, I didn't experience that. I don't know what it is. If it's just our generation type of thing.
Are they people of color? Maybe that's.
Because that also probably has
Are they
something to do with it.
Are they women?
Yeah, a woman.
Okay.
Okay. But
Are they people of color?
No. Well, the one I'm thinking of is not.
So that probably.
That could be it. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true.
It's the truth. It's the truth. Like if
That's
you are part of a marginalized identity here,
That's true.
it's very hard to find your people.
That's
yeah.
And once you do, it feels like a celebration. Like this whole group,
Yeah.
Yeah.
great group of people.
Anyways, yeah. So yeah, people gatekeep here, and there's classism. There's some sort of hierarchy here. I don't know. Y'all talk about Trojan family, like we Trojan enemies here. Like, like where's the sword? Where's the sword? Where's the sword? And I feel like after you graduate, like old people love you. Like I walked into Costco, and they were this old couple in Costco were wearing Trojan merch, USC merch. I was like, fight on. And they had the brightest face ever. And they were like giggling, and they like did the peace sign, whatever.
Well, because they don't know.
Yeah.
Well, first they
I'm
probably
like, where's that?
or like, oh my god, she's like a business major or nurse, something that actually
Oh.
matters.
Or makes money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. So
yeah,
anyways, yeah.
they're like, what's a music industry?
No, for real. Anyways, so that's my bad here.
Okay.
The good. Your professors. Your professors, like I was saying earlier, they're not some 50-year-old man who tried to make it in the music industry and failed and decided, oh, I'm going to be a professor here. Babes, he's the music industry.
Yeah.
Or she's the music industry.
They are the music industry.
Like,
They
you look
are,
at their
truly.
resume, and it's just like,
they don't even need a
pages,
resume.
bro.
No.
They just like, hey, I'm
This
like,
is what I've
hey,
done.
oh yeah, I work at like freaking
I
like
did
DreamWorks.
Like,
no, I made
Warped Tour. Like,
Oh yeah, I worked for Disney. Like what? Oh yeah, I was a lawyer at Atlantic Records.
I feel like the professors that are gonna watch this are like, I feel called out.
I know. It's a good
Sorry.
call out.
No, it's a
please,
good
I hope.
call out. We love you.
We love you.
We love you.
Why did we say that at the same time?
I know.
I don't
'Cause
like
it's
that.
true.
We're in our brains.
That's true.
It's true. Yeah,
It's true.
I love all of my professors here.
Yeah.
So that's like the best high of this school. Yeah.
I love that.
We talked about it. I just want to get into it.
Yeah.
It's the Vinyl Verdict podcast.
Yeah.
We highlight women, non-binary people, transgender people. Not men. Sorry. There's too much.
There's
too
too
much
many
space
men on microphones.
Yeah.
I do got that dog
This is
in me,
not
though,
that.
so.
I was gonna make a joke, but I can't do it here. This is for a podcast for
Yes,
school.
For school.
But she said this
or
was
grade.
kid friendly. Like what?
Okay, whatever. So as a woman
Yeah.
going into the music industry,
Yeah.
what is something that you are constantly facing?
Men.
Clock it.
She's not wrong.
Like, is that it? That's the simplest answer I could give you. But yeah, I'll dive deep into that. There is I'm not gonna say all men are like this, okay? But there is a lot of men in the music industry specifically who think that they know more than you.
Mm-hmm.
Who think that they are more educated than you. Even though, like,
We know the same.
we know the same
Or
crap,
there's a
or you went to
possibility
my
I
same
know
school.
more.
Yeah. Like what?
Like we didn't need a guy to set up the podcast. No, we
did not.
didn't.
No, we did not.
We used our brain.
We did. We were here.
So there's that, and there's pay. Obviously, that's still a thing. Women are still paid less in the music industry than men. We're
Everywhere.
What year are we, guys?
2025.
What year are we, guys?
2025.
What year?
2025.
So why are we still dealing with that?
I don't know.
Yeah.
I wish I could
Patriarchy,
tell you.
man.
I'm just sorry. Don't get me heated. I'm sweating.
No. Okay. All right.
Well,
How do you feel
yeah.
about the current state of like representation of women in the music? Do you think it's getting better, worse?
I think it depends what sector of the music industry you're looking at.
Okay.
I think in the music supervision world, that's growing.
Okay.
And I want to go into music supervision.
Okay. So +1
Yeah.
for women.
So I think that's growing, but it's still competitive.
Mhm.
Oh yeah.
And there's also taking white women into account of this too, and not women of color. I don't see a lot of women of color, but I do see a lot of white women. So if we want to just talk about women, yes, like that's a dub. But women of color, that's another story that like I think it might take some time.
Baby steps.
Yeah, baby steps.
Get a woman in there, not
No,
a
for
woman
real.
of color.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They'll see the woman as
Maybe
that peak of diversity.
2035. 10 years.
I would hope so. So yeah, like music supervision world, I think women are definitely there.
What about pop stars?
pop stars? Yes.
Well, we had
But
Brat Summer. We
Yeah.
had Sabrina.
Yeah.
Apple.
no, for sure.
Charlie.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sabrina Carpenter. Love her.
Mm.
Olivia Rodrigo. Love her.
Filipinos, man.
Yeah. Did you know she's Filipino?
I did know that.
I told her that.
Oh.
Yes, she did.
Yeah, and like rap is starting.
Yeah.
Like Megan, Sexy
Yeah.
Red,
Mhm.
Glorilla.
I
Mhm.
love Glorilla.
Me too. I was literally listening to her this morning while I was
Same.
getting ready.
Same. When I was riding my bike over here.
As far as producers, women
Oh.
producers,
Get into
It's
it.
such a
it's
male.
still a little dense, y'all.
But you know what?
But they're there.
You know what? I did meet a freshman who's in the production program.
Yeah.
Girl.
Yeah.
Very sweet, very high hopes. And in my head, I was like, oh man.
No, but guys,
She
I'm
doesn't even
scared.
know.
But like, I have hope for her.
but
She's
like,
very happy. She could do it. It's just like, you feel so discouraged. Girl, what are you doing?
my
You
split
feel
ends are bothering me. Sorry.
so discouraged to go
Mm.
into male dominated fields because like, there's like a
Because-
lot of mansplaining.
Yeah, that's exactly what I was trying to say. Like, there's a lot of men who think they know more than you, but she went to school for this.
Right.
Literally.
USC for this.
Literally.
And you guys know Pop Forum, right?
Yeah, of
We know
course.
Pop Forum. Professors, you know Pop Forum. And
I'm scared.
I'm also a little scared.
They always think I'm gonna say something out of pocket. Like, I'm not.
Well, I know you, Shekina.
I do say out of pocket stuff, but I have filtered today just because, you know.
Thank you.
But during Pop Forum, like, Pop Forum is a mix of, like, pop majors, music industry majors, and there's some production majors.
And also, like, instruments, right?
Yeah, and yeah, instrument majors. But not so much instrument. But I took Forum last semester, and they asked, like, all the music industry majors to stand up, pop majors to stand up, and then they asked, like, the engineering, like, production majors.
Yeah.
Guys, there's only, like, 3 women, and most of them were
Shout
men.
out to those 3 women.
Yeah.
Like, yes, shout out, but it's still,
Sad.
like,
It's very sad.
wow. Anyways,
Like I said, it's, like, very discouraging to go into a male-dominated, like, major, or just field in general, because you don't know what's going to happen to you.
Yeah.
I feel like even us being in the music industry program says a lot, right?
Oh,
And
yeah.
low
For sure.
key, I think our program has more femme presenting people than men.
Really?
Am I wrong?
I don't know.
I feel like it's close to equal. Cause
Yeah?
I feel like,
Yeah.
I'd say it's close to equal. Cause in most of my classes, actually, you might be onto something.
Yeah,
Because
because
I feel like in most of my classes, there are more femme presenting people
then,
than males.
yeah.
You know, in my ethics class, there's only, like, 3 men in that class.
Same.
They're scared.
They are, as they should be.
Scared to have that conversation. But they're
Yeah.
there. I mean,
Yeah.
something.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like when you hear ethics in the music industry, you think they're going to talk about
men.
stereotypes,
Mhm.
gender.
Yeah.
A lot of the problems in the music industry.
No, literally.
I had to deal with it.
Yeah, and some men don't want to hear that. But isn't Lef holding that?
Left as a man.
Yeah. So, like, that's their comfort.
And, no. We'll call them out on their BS.
We love Lef, though.
Dub for left.
Okay.
Keeping on this train of thought, what changes would you want to see in the industry to make it a more inclusive place for women and young girls?
Don't just
Well-
say more women.
Well, I was about to say more women.
I knew you were going to say that. That's why I had to chime in.
And not just more women of color.
Agreed.
Okay.
Yeah.
More women of color definitely need that, and I feel like executives also, for over the course of time, like record label executives will, they'll have artists who are people of color. Like, you look at, like, hip hop industry, jazz, like blues, but you're still exploiting them. Like,
Mhm.
what? They're not getting paid anything, or you're giving them crazy advances, and putting them in crazy contracts.
Mhm.
An advance is like a loan, by the way.
Yeah.
For,
Don't,
Yeah.
don't
If you're
do
not
any
in
of
the
that,
music.
guys. Just don't. Anyways. But, yeah, more people of color in the music industry, and less exploitation of those people of color in the music industry.
Agreed.
Because we could say, oh, we want more people of color in the music industry, but why do you want people of color in the music industry? It's because they're talent. Their talent.
Mhm.
So you're using their talent for your benefit.
Right, for personal gain.
So,
also just say that you have, like, a brown person.
yeah. Like,
Icky.
yeah, that gives me the ick. Like, anyways, sorry.
No, it's all good.
What advice would you give to a freshman coming in
Oh.
the music industry program?
Wait, describe this person.
Let's say a non-binary
Yeah.
person of color from
Oh, wow,
a
this is
small
very
town.
specific.
Yeah.
So,
Someone
They're
you're-
like 17 turning 18.
Yeah.
Let's say they're very quiet too.
okay.
There's your
All right.
fan
Look at me.
profile.
Look at me. Shorty, buckle up.
You are so right.
Buckle up. But you got this. Don't switch out of your major.
That's real.
I
Yeah.
feel like a lot of
Stick
us
it out.
may have had the thought, oh, like, do I even belong here?
Mm.
Should I just maybe pursue business as a safety? No. Stick with this. This is fine. You're literally fine.
You are
You're-
here for a reason.
You're here
Yeah.
for a
The
reason.
professors picked
And
your
your
application.
Professors, like I said, I'm circling back to your professors. You're being taught by, like, one of the best music industry professionals in the world.
Agreed.
Yeah.
Like, sorry, let me just.
No, you're good. I mean, I agree. Like, I have to convince myself all the time that I belong here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That imposter syndrome. That's
a lot.
Yeah.
And especially when you look around and you don't see people that look like you doing what you want to do.
Or when they look like you and they literally do not want to talk to you.
Yeah. Yeah.
That,
Except you, Shekina.
we're gonna talk about that for in a minute. Let's talk about that in a minute.
Let's talk about it now.
Yeah.
Wait,
why
no,
not?
I'm not finished.
Oh,
Okay,
sorry.
go ahead. When you're
Sorry. Sorry. That was rude of me.
Buckle up. Your professors are great. So it kind of makes me sad sometimes when I hear that there were some ex-music industry students who say, oh yeah, I just switched out to business. I switched out to econ. Like,
What?
you switched out to econ because you think you can't make it in the music industry and you think that you can't have like a feasible career. But you're being taught by people who have made it in the music industry and have feasible careers. That's what I don't get. And it does make me a little sad. It is kind of discouraging to me. So I would say, like, you got into the music school for a reason. Like, they don't just accept anybody.
That's
here.
true.
I genuinely don't think so.
I was talking to Mike yesterday,
Mhm.
and he was like, I'm going through like 300 plus applications, blah, 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 blah.
Oh.
I'm like, damn. That's a lot of people. And they
Yeah.
still chose the three of us.
Yeah.
Right.
And look at
Yeah.
us. We're making a podcast.
Look at us.
Anyways, yeah, that's my thoughts.
So I agree. They
That's
chose
my
you.
thoughts there.
Yeah. You
Yeah.
have to remember that.
You are the chosen one.
Literally. No.
You are, though.
And if that helps you, like, if either helps you or inflates your ego, whatever, like, you have to do whatever you can.
No,
Yeah.
Literally, sometimes, because I did get imposter syndrome in my freshman year.
Who didn't?
But this is
Still
like
do.
for my writing class, I had to print out like a paper, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I was outside of this library struggling to figure out how the printers work. Because I'm not used to like this, like
I'm from Boonville, guys.
Yelling
I
it out.
can't.
Right. We don't
like
have
I'm from a
printers in
small
Boonville.
town. We don't have stuff like this. So everything was so new to me, and I am bawling, crying outside of Levy. Bawling, crying outside of Levy. I am calling everybody I know, texting everybody I know. I am calling my sister, bawling, and she's like, "Girl, like, relax. Like, are you on your period? Like,
It's not that big of a deal. It's your first
like,
week, babe.
relax." Yeah, I think it literally was my first week, or like first week of like real classes.
Cut some slack.
And I literally told her, I was
For
like,
real.
I want to drop out. I literally told her, I want to drop out. And she's like, if that's really the decision that you're going to make, okay. But you got accepted to this school, Thorne School of Music. And sometimes just to, like, boost my ego. And this sounds really bad, guys. Like, don't judge me.
Oh,
We listen. we
Sometimes
don't
I look up
exactly.
University of Southern California acceptance rate.
you know
Yeah.
what?
I should
A
start
lot.
doing that, actually.
I look it up to boost my ego. And I'm like, I was part of that 12%.
Mhm.
I was part
Yeah.
of that 13%.
And I think it's lower, especially for the music industry.
For
program.
us, in our year when we got accepted, it was 11.8. I remember that.
Oh, wow.
So, and now I think it's 13. That's great.
Damn.
So,
They just be accepting anybody. Just kidding. Just kidding. I'm just kidding.
so sometimes I actually look up the acceptance rate of this school. Sometimes I'll even look up the acceptance rate of the music school. Like, just to boost my ego.
Yeah.
Just to make me feel better about myself. And if that's what it takes, guys, just do it.
Just do it.
Sounds very cocky, but
Do it.
do it. I don't care. Like, judge me, I don't really care. Like,
I'm
Here's
gonna
a
judge you.
question. So, keeping down the same track,
mm.
have you ever felt pressure, I guess, to conform to certain expectations or stereotypes as a woman in the music industry?
Let me think.
Okay.
I don't want to stare at her. I feel like I'm
Yeah.
just gonna.
I'm gonna
Pressure.
stare at the camera.
Can you give me an example?
You can't write this
Yeah.
because it's not what people want to hear.
Or
Hmm.
like,
Can't dress like that.
yeah, or you're expected to dress a certain way because
You're a woman.
you're a woman, and to gain
Oh.
attention or what you might need,
You
or
can't sing like that.
yeah,
Oh, okay.
and stuff like that.
Yeah, I guess so. This is always a case by case basis. I can't speak for all women. I can only speak for myself.
Yes.
I
know.
Yes. So there has been some pressure, but at least for me, like, I think maybe I just don't pay attention to it that much. That's why it, like, hasn't really affected me, or it wasn't really on my mind a lot. Because one, like, I'm not an artist anymore, so like that doesn't apply to me. And then two,
I mean, you're still like,
well, even like thinking about music supervision, like
Yeah,
that
that's true.
can be, you know, a typically male dominated space, even though it's getting better and we know it's getting better. It can still be considered like a male space. So do you feel like you have to, I guess, come with a certain sense of, I don't know, of knowing who you are at the end of the day and not feeling these outside pressures to make you conform to a certain way?
For sure. There's also this, which is going to be very controversial. So let me not.
No,
Say it. There's also this. So I was talking about this with a peer in my ethics class before class started. I told her I'm having a hard time, like, trying to figure out, like, is this a problem? Or, like, is this just all in my head? Where do we draw a line between, like, women empowerment and dressing how we want to dress, right? Versus sexualization and objectifying. Because, quote unquote, sex sells.
right.
Yeah.
So does that mean, like, I have to wear revealing clothes? And me personally, I'm not comfortable wearing revealing clothes. I'm just, like, I generally just dress pretty conservatively. But does that mean I have to wear revealing clothes in order to get attention or to get views or to get streams or to be popular, like to gain some traction in the music industry as a woman? Whereas, what am I doing? Like, you can be dressed in a freaking trash bag for all I care, and freaking ASAP Rocky, like.
Yeah, I think it's different for men too.
Yeah,
like,
very different.
So, and like, I feel like you also have to be very, very famous in the music industry as a woman in order to be like, yeah, I can dress. Whatever. Like with baggy clothes. Like, did you see Rihanna and ASAP?
I have not recently. Oh, well, I think I know what you're talking about. I think I saw it on Twitter. I'm calling it Twitter.
No, yeah, but Rihanna was like basically wearing. People were kind of calling her because she was basically wearing like this quilted blanket.
Good for her.
Love
and
that.
I was like, okay, period.
Comfy. Yeah,
people were like, that looks like my grandma's blanket, like she crocheted it.
Oh no!
But like stuff like that. So I do think sometimes there is that pressure, and I don't think that's talked about enough because a lot of us are like, oh, we should dress how we want to dress. But then there's also the other side of the spectrum of I should dress this way because it's what's best and because it will sell.
I think there's a lot of women in the music industry now, especially Megan, for example. They just dress the way they want to dress.
Yeah.
And like there are going to be a bunch of people who love that.
Yeah.
But I totally understand, like,
I also think the sexualization aspect isn't necessarily like up to you, the person wearing the clothing.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I could, like you said, I could be wearing a trash bag and someone could still have something to say about my body and what I'm wearing.
Yeah, like a Billy.
Yeah.
Oh,
exactly.
yeah.
Like Billy.
That's insane.
And she used to wear baggy clothing because she didn't want anybody commenting about her
I think
body.
she still does.
She still
Not-
does.
not
She,
so
she
much
frequencies.
sometimes, though.
She's changed it up a little bit. But yeah, she purposefully made that a thing so that she did not have to worry about people talking
But
about
as
her
soon
body.
as she turned 18, what the hell happened?
Yeah. Or
What
as soon as
happened?
she changed how she wore and decided
wore
maybe
a
I wear
tank
something a
top.
little more fitted. Yeah, I'm outside running errands wearing a tank top, and now it's a problem. And they're like, oh my gosh,
Mom
People
she's
are
got
wanting her to start an OnlyFans.
Yeah.
That's crazy. This is not the right time to talk about that.
sorry,
But that is crazy.
Yeah.
So stuff like that, I think there is pressure, even like for me sometimes, and I think there's pressure for women in the music industry who feel that way. If you don't feel comfortable, like, wearing revealing clothes, if you feel comfortable, cool. Like, I don't know if this like really applies to you, but if you don't feel comfortable, like, revealing,
Just don't do it.
Yeah. But it's like there's still this pressure of
I understand the pressure.
you have to do it because sex sells. You have to do it because it's what's sexy. And like there are women who use that to its benefit, but I feel like some of us like have to feel like we have to degrade ourselves and devalue ourselves. Like, where's the self-worth?
Mm-hmm.
If that's what makes you feel powerful and confident, go for it. But if that's not, you don't really have a choice. I don't think you have a choice. Well, if you're an independent artist, cool. But I think if like you have a whole team, let's say you have a team. I don't know, guys. I don't know. I think that's a problem in the industry. That's my opinion.
Valid opinion.
Yeah.
Hey, you're on Vinyl Verdict Podcast.
Yeah.
All your opinions are valid. We're going to steer away from the sadness of it all.
Mm-hmm.
Let's talk about hopes.
Yeah.
What do you hope for in the future?
Yeah. More people of color in the music industry.
Yeah.
Is definitely what I hope for in the future. More women of color in the music industry.
But what about you?
Yeah, what are your hopes for your future?
Women of color in the music industry.
Okay. Well,
yeah.
you're not wrong.
Especially Asian women. And
I agree.
Especially Southeast Asian women. I'm
Filipino.
Let's I'm gonna go a little deeper into this. Because we could say, you guys could say, oh yeah, we do have representation. We have Michelle Yeoh and like, all this. Bro, like, when we say Asian, everybody thinks Asian means Chinese, Korean, Japanese. But I feel like people also don't understand, even in Asia, like, there is this constant tug of war between you're not Asian enough, you're not fair enough, you're not beautiful enough because your skin is darker than us. Filipinos don't like Chinese people, and Chinese people don't like Filipinos.
I'm not gonna discredit that because it is an experience.
I'm just saying, and it's sad.
Soap whitening bars for a reason.
It's sad because in Asia, you go to Asia, you go to any Asian country, India, Cambodia, Vietnam, Philippines, China, Korea, you will always find a skin bleaching soap. So, like, this stigma of, oh, we're gonna have Asians in our entertainment industry, but they're only gonna be East Asian.
Like, realistically, they put us against each other.
Yes.
Shekina's winning.
I know, I'm winning because I'm half guys.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
But that's still sad, right? And most people don't even think that I'm Filipino.
I didn't think. Actually, no, I did know you.
Really?
You're loud.
Oh. I'm sorry. So it's that, and I feel like the Western world isn't really educated as much about that.
Right.
Or even Asia isn't even educated about that. It just kind of goes over their head.
Right.
So when I say more Asian representation, I also mean Southeast Asian representation. Just because
the brown girlies,
her skin is darker, like, I don't get
beautiful.
it. I don't get
she's
it.
Gorgeous.
And you could also say, oh, but we had Never Have I Ever, and we had we had these Filipino actresses or whatever, yeah. But why is it, if there's a darker Asian, for whatever reason, there's some weird stereotype? I
don't know. I wish I could tell you.
Colonization.
Just, you know what?
Let us have a normal role.
Typically the answer to most things is colonization.
So, yeah, more Southeast Asian representation. And this is no, like, hate to Chinese people or Japanese people or Korean people. Y'all are talented. Don't get me wrong. Y'all are beautiful. Don't get me wrong.
It's time to set the stage for someone else.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You heard it here.
Let someone else be in the limelight.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, if you're gonna, like, cast a Filipino in a show, is she always gonna be a nurse? Come on.
Is she always gonna be a marites?
You gotta educate her about what that means.
A marites is someone who gossips a lot.
Like chismes.
Okay. Yeah,
chismes.
Oh yeah, I know that one.
Chismosa.
Yeah.
But it's just our version of it.
Yeah.
Oh, gotcha.
Marites miércoles.
Yeah, she would shit. Like what we're doing right now.
Yeah.
Basically
is,
marites.
Yeah,
this is American marites.
We're not Karens though. It's marites and Karen
so
are
not
two
Karen.
different things.
Okay, good to know.
Okay.
Anyways,
Alright.
yeah. So that was a lot.
That was. Let's take a break.
All right. Yes. Cleansing breath.
Let's talk about something fun.
Yes.
So we're gonna close out the live stream soon, which is sad.
I know.
First episode.
That felt so short.
Well, people's attention spans are very short, especially ours.
Yeah,
not
for
if
sure.
they're watching
I'm doing
us.
a great job with this right now. This is an interesting conversation.
We can all answer this just
Okay.
to end it out. If you could work on one project with any artist, dead or alive, who would it be and why? You're only allowed to have 2. So,
two.
So you, artist 1, artist 2. Think about this too, Giselle.
Oh yeah, I've got my answer.
Oh, you got yours?
Yeah.
You want to go?
Sure.
Go.
Okay, number 1, Beyonce.
Okay.
I knew she was going to say that.
If you know me, if you know Giselle, you know that I love Beyonce with my entire heart and soul and physical earthly body. I don't know what to tell you. So definitely, and I'm manifesting that in my musical journey, even though I know if I ever met her, I would probably pass out. It's okay. And I know I'd black out for sure. I wouldn't remember the conversation whatsoever, but I'm manifesting that. I am manifesting that one day I will have a song that has Beyonce on the credits.
I believe you.
Thank you. So she'd be my number 1. My number 2,
This is hard.
Amy Winehouse.
Oh,
That's good.
I also love Amy with all my heart and soul and
That's
being. They split it 50-50. They're co-parents of my soul.
That's good.
Yeah, I feel like Amy's jazz and her sound and just her energy and her vibe, I would love to.
I love her.
Yeah. I'd love to.
artist.
I'd be all over it. So
This is hard.
how about you, Shal? Do you know? We'll give Shekina a chance to think.
I don't know, because my music changes
That's okay.
here and there. If we're gonna do Amy Winehouse, then I do Whitney Houston.
Oh, that is a very Filipino answer.
Clocked.
But it's true. I mean, Whitney Houston, amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why not Megan?
Whoa.
You know what's weird is because my music would not actually.
it could work.
It could work because she has anxiety out.
Yeah.
I write sad music and only sad music. I don't know why I can't
Me too.
make happy music.
Right, but you know.
It's the Lexapro and the Soloft. Just kidding. No, that's actually the truth. And you know what? I think I can shake some ass.
Yeah.
While crying.
I'd love to see it. I'd be there.
Yeah, I think Whitney and Megan, maybe, or Britney Spears.
It's Britney.
Like old Britney.
She's doing okay right now.
I think so.
I hope so.
I genuinely don't know, to be honest with you.
Or if I were to pick a man, Lil Dicky.
Oh, okay.
He's
Yeah, I
funny.
take it back. I take my O back.
Lil
I take it back.
Dicky.
He's hilarious.
I like his new album. If that's the only man, maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Bands don't count, so I'm not going to say bands. Because that's different. Okay, Shekina, your turn.
Wait, the question was anybody in the music industry?
Yeah,
Anyone.
dead or alive.
In the music industry.
Yeah.
Oh, guys, this is like still hard.
What about the Beatles? Nah.
I mean,
nah.
no,
Sorry.
Beatles are great, guys.
I'm sorry. We're not slandering.
We're not slandering.
I don't need the Beatle fans to come after me.
I literally am taking a class on the Beatles.
Yeah.
David Bowie.
Ooh, that would be
I
exciting.
would do that.
Yeah.
Ooh, David Bowie and Chapel Roan.
Wow, what a combination. That would be awesome.
My brain is working.
Okay.
Oh man.
End us off, Shekina.
Wait, we're not doing bands.
Whatever.
Sure. Go for it.
It's you. You're our special guest.
Yeah.
Bee Gees.
Okay.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
I grew up listening to the Bee Gees a lot. Their
Guys.
range, guys. Their range.
I want to change my answer. She said Bee Gees. I want ABBA.
Oh, yeah. That's up there.
Bee Gees. Their range, amazing, and I love their sound. That's all I gotta say about them. Shoot. Need I say more? And Tupac.
That's
Okay.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
Celebrity crush.
I'm
Guys,
just kidding.
He's hot. First of
He
all,
is, actually.
don't
No,
hate
I'm
on
not
my
hating on
man.
Tupac.
That's
I'm hating
not
on
my
you.
man.
I'm hating on you.
Don't hate on my husband.
Oh,
Just kidding. I'm just kidding. Guys, I have a boyfriend. I love you, babe.
Okay.
Tupac. I love Tupac. I love what he did for the industry. I love what he did for the hip hop industry.
Agreed.
So, yeah.
Can I change to Leona Lewis?
No.
Can I add Liana and Whitney on one track?
Okay.
That's a great track.
That is,
so we're adding multiple people on one track.
Well, I can't make
guys.
up my mind. Sorry.
All right.
Sorry, guys. All right.
I
Thank
feel
you
like
so
it's a good
much.
place. Yeah. Thank you
Shekina,
so
for
much for
coming.
coming
Thanks
and
for
being on the
having me,
Vinyl
guys.
Verdict.
Don't you have a podcast too?
I
soon?
will have a podcast.
Yeah, shout out where people can find you.
Please stay tuned.
Probably.
They'll probably like shout me out or something.
Yes.
Yes.
And by
of
probably
course.
they will, because I'm gonna force Shell to do that.
Yeah. Where can people find you? Talk about
I
your
need the
podcast.
promo. I will have an Instagram account for
What's
that.
your Instagram? Personal.
Yeah.
My personal is just my name, Shekina McEwen. That might be hard to spell,
I
but
mean, you can
it's
go to
in
our
the
Instagram.
bio.
Yes.
here.
Yes. It'll be in the bio. It'll be in our
Instagram,
Instagram.
So follow me.
All
All right. Thank you so much for
Thank you for
joining
having
us
me.
And
on
thank you
our
guys for listening.
first episode
Woo-woo.
of the Vinyl Verdict.
I'm honored, y'all.
Okay.
You heard it
We'll
here
s-
first.
We'll see you soon with our next guest.
Yeah.
You guys have to guess who the guest is.
Ooh.
Where they're also gonna be from USC or no?
No.
Oh.
They're going to be.
That'll be your one hint.
Yes.
They are not from USC.
And there are a woman.
No.
No. Okay. Stay tuned for our announcements on the
That's
Vinyl
it.
Verdict.
From Vinyl Verdict.
Bye.
Bye.